Hi, I'm Jason Houtsma, guitar instructor for worshipartistry.com. In this YouTube lesson, we're going to be taking a look at the acoustic intro for Matt Redman's Unbroken Praise. Now, what I did in this one, every one of our lessons has a solo acoustic chapter, and so that's what I'm going to be teaching here. We're going to take the piano line from Unbroken Praise in the beginning, and actually put it on the guitar. I think it's a really cool voicing. But if you want the full lesson, you can head over to worshipartistry.com, where we now have bass, drums, keyboard, and guitar all for this lesson. So I highly recommend you check it out over there. But if you just want to dive into this intro, let's go ahead. Now this song is real straightforward. The vocal really shines, and we're just creating a bed underneath that. But that piano part has a cool little intro line, just a little arpeggio over the top of those changes in the intro. And so I tried to put them on guitar, and the way that they ring out on the guitar I think has a really cool sound. So I'm going to play for you what we're going to do, and then we'll talk through it. So you see there, we're changing from that E minor to our C, but the whole time we're keeping our fingers in this position. Our pinky is on the 5th fret of the D string, and our pointer on the 2nd of the G. And we're just using our root note, and then following through with an arpeggio from the D, G, and that open B. Now the trick here is you can either be real precise and just, do 2 down strums on that open E. I actually like to be able to have my pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A, which gives me a little more grace and feels more like a chord rather than just that single note. But the trick there is then you have to switch over and get that pointer finger to the G within the change so that you do something like this. It works, but it's, for some of you it might be a little tricky, so the other thing you can do is just mute that A string. When you change to your C chord, all you do is put that middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A and keep the same position with your pinky and pointer finger. Now you can either go with just an open G then to that D over F sharp. I kind of liked the sound of emphasizing the 3rd, so coming out of that, from there, just went with my middle finger on the 3rd of the E and my pinky on the 4th of the G, muting that A string. And that really emphasizes that B note. And then for the D over F sharp, I just left the B string open, used my pointer finger on the 2nd of the E and middle finger on the 2nd of the G, once again to kind of emphasize that 3rd. And then I can just drop back into. Just a cool little intro you can add, whereas the rest of the song, you want to keep it real straightforward. It's a real simple strummer, and you just let those vocals shine. Enjoy.